Woo-wee, yabba dabba doo. Hey folks, it's Saturday night. I made the Target parking lot, and no, I'm not drunk, but we'll talk about that later. Let's talk about the bored week segment. This podcast, you talk about your boring week. You try to make it sound like you have a life. You do some bad, odd news puns, whatever that is, and that's it, folks. That's the show. Listen, don't listen. Who cares? Go fuck yourself, Cuffy. So to start with the week, Monday night, you guys can guess it, I went to the gym, got a Chipotle bowl. Unless I have a comedy open mic only once a month at Weenies. That's pretty much what I do on Monday nights. Good way to start the week. Tuesday night was my stupid birthday. Pretty much, I didn't have any plans. You guys know I usually take a trip. I wanted to take a trip this year, but I didn't have the money. And anyway, I could have took a trip. A few years ago, I didn't have the money. I only would have been a couple $100s in debt. And I'm tired of going to Florida. And, you know, unless I'm with somebody, you know, it's not as fun. I could have, you know, did something. But I decided I'm just going to punish myself and not take a trip. I don't deserve it. So Tuesday, it was a rough day. If you guys remember, it was 97 degrees, hot as fuck. And I don't have air conditioner in my basement. It's one of those built-in air conditioners. So I had a fan, and then the power kept going out. The power went out about 5 times in my house because my parents bought this stupid thing off QVC, this big fucking washer-looking air conditioner, and you know, it was sucking all the fucking wattage out, and the fucking power was going out. So I was running up and down the stairs, sweating, arguing with my mom, putting the fucking TV back on. I was like, oh, this is the worst birthday ever. So finally, I had a stressful day. I went to Chili's. You guys saw the short. Got about 1,700 views, and at first it only got 400 views, and then it kept going up. It stopped, and then it went up, and then it stopped some more, and then it went up. So pretty much, I got the triple dipper. I got some chicken wings and some chicken tenders. They got really garlic parmesan. Now, this is my theory. When a business runs out of garlic parm wing, the flavor of garlic parm, what that pretty much means is that they're trying to get rid of white people. They're trying to. I really believe that because I don't think blacks will eat the garlic parm. That's my racist theory. So anyways, they didn't have garlic parm. I had the miserable black bartender guy, which I don't like. He actually checked on me a few times, but I don't know. He's got this weird kind of miserable laid-back attitude like a lot of the blacks have, you know. So I got the triple dipper, and then I got chicken bacon ranch quesadillas with a Diet Coke. And then I was going to get chips and salsa afterwards just so I could stay another half an hour. And I said, you know what? I am fucking full, man. I am fucking full. So I went to the Target parking lot just to get out the house for another hour. I walked around for a little bit and, you know, went inside to take a piss. I bought this drink called Starry. It's a rip-off version of Sprite. I got the zero version. It tastes just like Sprite, folks. There's your Jack review. If I had a blind taste test, I would be able to tell. Is it Starry or is it Sprite? So anyways, that was my excited birthday. Didn't do much. I spent about $35. I know if Mark with the buffet guy's listening, he would have been like, hey, man, you could have went to Golden Corral, got a plate for about $10 less. Yeah, got more food, but like I said, I mean, Golden Corral is just very ghetto, but we might be going there next week, folks. We might be going there next week. There might be a Jack and Marco the Buffet Guy video blog. Look out for that. So that was Tuesday. And also, before I forget to bring this up, on the JoshCast Network channel, if you guys saw that short, it's pretty much a video of me being drunk in the Target parking lot. I put that short up last Sunday night on TikTok. Now, if you guys know, I fuck around with TikTok a little bit. I don't get much views. If I'm lucky, I get about 200-300 views. So I put it on TikTok. And usually it stops at 200-300 views. The next morning came, it kept going up, and I was getting likes. So I was like, oh, cool. So I got the 600, I got the 700, and it just kept going up all throughout the week. And I kept getting likes, and I was replying to people's comment. I liked everybody's comment, even if it was negative. 2 people were like, wait, you drove drunk? And I said, no, I got some food, and I was there for a couple hours. And one guy was like, that's not what I asked you. Did you drive drunk? And I said, who are you, the police? Joe Mama. And some people liked that response, and it kept going up. And right now, it's at like 4,700 views. I got over 100 likes, like 138 likes, and I got like 12 reposts. That's the most I ever got for a short ever. And it just kept going up. It was in the algorithm, even though I uploaded up other stuff. It just kept going up, kept going up. So that's pretty cool. That's like the most successful short ever put up on TikTok. It's at like almost 5,000 views. That's pretty damn cool. And I think I gained like 10 followers. I had 12 followers. I got like 25 now. I think I gained like 13 followers. That's pretty cool. So that was that. Wednesday, I called Dan Wolf. I was bored. I just said, let's see what Dan Wolf's up to. He said, yeah, I'm not going to the Royal tonight. I'm going to go to this place called Chess something in Elkins Park. The Chess Bar or something, brewery. I said, okay, let's go. I said, I'll go. What time are we going to get there? He said, 8 o'clock. So I went to Panda Express. I got me a two chicken teriyaki breast and rice platter. And then he didn't get there until 8:45, that bastard. So I got there like 7:45. It was only 20 minutes from my house. Wasn't far at all. I got me I tried a beer there. It was gross. It was a Mexican live beer. It was $8. That's right, I repeat, $8 and it was too limey. It literally tastes like lime, like a lot of lime, not a hint of lime, too much lime. It was a limey beer. So I had that. Finally, Dan Wolf came in, and then we were talking and stuff. And it's a music open mic. I didn't see any comedians there, and pretty much the bands were doing like 20 minute sets. So finally the show's about to be over. Me and Dan are sitting there. The guy says, does anybody else want to go up? So I said, my friend right here wants to tell a joke. And the guy laughed. He said, it's going to be dirty? I said, yeah, we got dirty jokes. Can I go up? He said, sure. So I went up and did a couple of new jokes that I had, some puns. And then the audience was actually laughing. There was only 3 girls in the back. They were all giggly and drunk. And then there was 3 guys at the bar. Before we went up, this guy plugged his phone into the system, and he did like this EDM shit where he does vocals, like extraordinary. It was kind of cheesy, but I gave a shout out to him. And then I brought up Dan Wolf. Dan Wolf did 3 or 4 minutes of dirty jokes, and they were laughing. The bartender was like this fucking middle-aged girl. She was like, I mean, not middle-aged. She looked like she was a middle school girl. She wasn't even in high school, but I heard Dan Wolf likes him that young. Anyways, I didn't prepare anything, and the crowd was nice, and I said, well, you guys were great. Hopefully we'll come back in a week or two. And I talked to the host afterwards. He said, yeah, you guys can do comedy here, I said, all right, maybe we'll come back in a week or two. So I found a new place to bomb my jokes. That's pretty cool. So I at least got some stage time. Even though it was only a minute or two, at least I got some stage time. And then Thursday, there was a fucking storm. You guys, a fucking flood of a cunt of a storm. I was supposed to go to this open mic, Crave, with John C. Reilly. John C. Reilly texted me on Sunday and said, hey, I'm going to sign up for Crave on Thursday. I'll give you a ride if you want to go. I said, let's do it. So I signed up, and then I was going to go when he canceled during the day. But then I thought about it, and I was like, you know what, if I go, there's certain parts of PA and Jersey that get flooded. My fucking car is going to fuck up, man. I mean, it's going to get stuck. So I texted the guy and said, sorry, man, I can't make it. And I canceled. So I went to the gym that night. I got my Chipotle bowl, and then I went to the Twitch Sip Chat Play channel with Darren and Sarah, our old buddies in the cabaret, and I hung out with them. So that was pretty much Thursday. I didn't get no stage time. I only got a minute or two on Wednesday, but you know what? At least my car is safe. We have to keep the hoopty safe, folks. And then Friday came last night, and I didn't know what to do. I don't got no place to go. I got nothing to do. So first I was thinking about Old City. I said, fuck Old City, And then I decided I'm going to go to the Target parking lot, and then I'm going to get a beer at the beer store, and then I'll probably go to Chicky and Pete's. I'll do that. Because I was going to go to Buffalo Wild Wings, but their wings, just suck. They put spice in the wings because, once again, a lot of blacks eat there. So I went to this beer store, and they had a Four Loko 14%. It was like 13.9. I didn't know beers went that high. So I bought it, and I was talking to the black cashier lady, and I was like, do you drink whatever? Because she was like, wow, it was only $2. And I said, wow, $2? That's a hell of a deal. And then she hit a button. I said, hey, what did you do? You jacked the price up. She said, oh, no, I hit the wrong button. I said, oh, okay. I said, well, $3 is still fair. She goes, yeah, this is 14%. Can you handle that? I said, yeah, I don't usually drink that high, but tonight. She's like, are you alone? I said, yeah. She's like, oh. So she made a weird face at me, and I understand why. So I drank the beer. I was going to park my car where the cop was. There was a cop where I usually park my car. I was like, fuck, I can't drink over here. So I parked my car over at PetSmart, allegedly, and I pop open the beer. I drink about 2 or 3, 4 sips. The cop finally leaves. I go back over to my usual spot, and I start drinking. And at first, I didn't really feel it. Then I start getting drunk. Then I started getting real drunk. Next thing you know, I am fucking hammered. I sat down in my car. My head was spinning. I was like, oh, fuck. I feel like I couldn't even drive the Chicky and Pete's. And on top of that, I wasn't hungry. It destroyed my appetite. I was going to puke because I drank some water. But, you know, it tasted weird. You know, like I couldn't even taste it. So I was like, fuck. So I went inside Target. I felt like I was going to puke or poop. Poop, puke. One of those two. And it took me 10 minutes. I was sitting on the toilet just pushing and pushing. This isn't the poop show, but a little poop came out. It was weird. And then I sat back in my car to drink some more water, and I couldn't eat anything. I said, if I eat something, I'm going to puke. So I have to go home. And I felt bad driving drunk on the boulevard, even though I've done it before, allegedly. But I drove real slow. You know, I took the right aisle, which is a little bit less crowded. And I got home like around 10:30. I got home safe. I couldn't believe I made it. I shouldn't drive like that. I learned my lesson. I would never drink a beer that high ever again. The highest I'll go is probably 9%. That was too fucking much, man. That really was. So I got lucky. It was some sort of Four Loko blueberry thing. Fuck, man. So yeah. So anyways, I woke up today with a pretty bad. My head didn't hurt, but I had a hangover, and I decided tonight I'm gonna go to Parks. But I was really hungry, so I went to Chicky and Pete's on the boulevard because the Parks Chicky and Pete's gets crowded. I went over there. I got a Diet Coke, a Diet Pepsi, I should say, and I got a pizza. It was $16. The pizza was not as big as it usually was. You know how I know? Because I ate the whole thing, and usually I'm stuffed. I ate the whole pizza. It was smaller, and there was less sauce on it. Whoever's behind the kitchen was a cunt, because usually it's way better than that. And then I drove over to Parks. I was going to record my podcast, but I had to pee. I said, fuck it. I went inside. I was playing this game called Diamond Something. I put $1 in there, and I think I got up to like $100 of credit. I should have cashed out. But I said, fuck it, let me see if I keep going. It's like this game where you hit a button. It's kind of a girl's game. It's like diamonds and stuff. But I was winning. So I spent about $10 in slot machines. Of course, I lost. And then I fucking, I bought a Diet Coke and a Club Soda at Club 360. There was this band there called Jumper. They played typical cover songs. I was there sitting at the bar. There was this weird old dude who was twitching out and stuff. Another old guy that wears a duck shirt that dances with girls, but there was no girls there. And this other weird Indian guy behind me breaking out dance moves by himself. Nice little insult group we had there. And I was there for about an hour. I left. So I spent $20 at Chicky and Pete's, and then I spent about $15-$16 at the casino. So tonight I spent about $30-$40. That's not bad for a night out, you know. And that's it. And I'm at the Target parking lot recording this. I'm probably going to head home now. But that's it, folks. That's it for the Excited Week segment. This is your favorite podcast show that most people will not listen to. And this is the first but yet worst comedy podcast. And as far as what's on the channel next week, a possible prank call show, a possible video blog with maybe Marco the Buffet guy at Golden Corral, and a bunch of random stupid shorts on all the channels. So look out for that. So now it's time to get to your least favorite segment, because this segment went way too long. It's time to get to the odd news. Here comes your least favorite segment. Let's do it. Let's get to the odd news. Elon Musk amplifies bizarre claim that women are built to be traded. I like this guy. Go Big Chow, bros. Alright, enough of that Big Chow stuff. Alright, maybe not enough. To battle the smell problem of TCG tournaments, a Japanese company is trying to crowdfund a specialized shampoo for card gamers. Well, I guess that could be the nose of the problem. Yeah. Pizzeria mishap left at least 85 people intoxicated with THC. What's up with this THC shit? THC after infused oil is used for dough. I guess they were hungover with something like that. Los Angeles City Council bans the use of the N-word and C-word in meetings. Well, I won't be going to the next meeting. Yeah. 4 injured after tractor-trailer crash spills thousands of hot dogs on the highway. I guess they couldn't catch up because they couldn't muster up the fact that something like that. Woman found dead with 26 iPhones glued to her body. I guess that she got the new alert for the update, but she didn't. There's a joke there somewhere, and that's terrible. Robot bunnies deployed in Florida to fight invasive pythons. So that sounds like a carrot of a problem. Not one good joke yet. Damn it! Scientists in South Africa are making rhino horns radioactive to fight poaching. I guess they want to spear this issue. That's okay. I don't know. Sandy Roads, no drainage is now a lawsuit. Citrus County neighborhood illegal crosshairs. Recall issued after sub-Celsius energy drinks were inadvertently filled with high-nude vodka seltzer. I was wondering why I was so tired in the morning. This is supposed to give me energy. Something like that. I used to hate the beach. Okay. Let's see. Okay, so that's pretty much it. There's one more news site to go to, and they don't really give me much, and that'll be the end of this. Chicago woman was billed more than $233,000 for water she never used in her vacant home with no plumbing. I guess she was drowned in debt. Now, that wasn't bad. Seattle Kraken's mascot was nearly attacked by a bear in a frightening video. And, I don't know. Scientists theorized that alcohol tolerance was fundamental to human evolution and a pillar of modern civilization. Woman with wild bat in her mouth hit with crippling medical bills. Oh yeah, I heard a bat went inside this woman's mouth, and I guess he shit or something, and it cost her $20,000. So I guess that's her tribute to Ozzy. Something like that. I don't know. Man at Hofer Volksfest calls the police over the price of a bratwurst. Apparently it was a inflation emergency. Yeah. Finland's short, precious scubbers are plagued with goose poop. Wait a minute. Save that for the poop show, folks. We didn't have any articles last month. Astronometer hires Gwyneth Paltrow to help clean up after Coldplay Kiss scandal. Did she put bottles of cologne in her pussy to make it smell like that? Wasn't she selling bottles of perfume to smell like her pussy? That whack job. Okay, folks, that's it for the show. Thank God. I'll see you folks on the next one. You just listened to, and we're out of here. Go fuck yourself, cuppy.